Fucking up my vision, had to let him be. Shit, but would've thought Sep was rapping on this beat, stripping niggas for they gold, cause they thinking that.
Welcome back to the After Hours sessions with your host, Antonio Valle.
And Michael Martinez.
And today we have a little special guest. My pops from Elite Auto Detailing.
A little guest, huh? Yeah. Yeah, they're taller than me.
He's definitely, he does not fit in. We got to figure out a better setup for this for sure.
A little wide here. So.
A little wide.
Yeah.
Wide load coming through, man.
Oh, see, I don't even know what to say after this. This is just the beginning.
Actually, I mean, I've been kind of talking with a few people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a point that's been brought up that I've been very curious about is I've had people ask me why my mindset in particular is so fixated on the fact of wanting to improve in little ways, whether if it's through finance or certain steps. And I feel like a lot of those times, at least for me, it's like I always wanted to be better than the environment that I was a part of. And I think he can, I think,
definitely.
And I've been reading articles, and statistically speaking, about 65 to 75%, if you come from a shitty background, you're more than likely to have an entrepreneur mindset in a sense of wanting to be better or succeed. But it goes back into speaking in previous teasers about how when you're at rock bottom, there's going to be people that are going to want to keep you there. And I think for someone who is like gotten out there, at least you can speak upon this with your business and everything like that. What was like that where you were at rock bottom at one point, or even like getting out of it, or even up until now? Like, what have you seen the differences in at least our generation, and how your mindset like differentiates when it was in that transition?
Well, honestly, my rock bottom, I was in jail. Okay, I was in jail in Utah County, if anybody knows that area, Happy Valley. And I was in jail, and my brother came and visited me one day, and he said, "Hey, bro, I want to start a business." I go, "Okay." And I go, "What do you want to do?" And he goes, "I want to lift concrete. And I'm putting my whole house down to make this happen, but I need you to sell it for me." He knew I was a good seller, because I can hustle.
Damn, a whole house?
Yeah. So anyways, that was my rock bottom. And that's when I knew, once I started selling, I knew that was something. Okay. Even though I worked for Krispy Kreme, I freaking did the car washing, detailing, and everything like that. That was my rock bottom right there in jail. And then I found something. I found out that I was able to actually, working with a business with my brother for 4 years, I was able to grow something. It helped me, Now, growing up, I didn't have much on top of that. I was just a young kid. We had probably 3 T-shirts for high school, and that's it. Maybe 2 pair of pants, and that's it for the whole year. And so I didn't get much, but I had to work for what I got, I don't know if I answered
your brother basically just put a lot of trust into you.
Yeah,
I mean, just on business wise of, hey, you do this, I'm just going to give you all the resources.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And let me tell you, training on that was only 1 hour on how to lift concrete. And that was nothing. I mean, I needed at least a week work. Yeah. I had to figure it out. So,
especially, was it straight out of prison? Was it something that I've never learned this either, guys?
No.
So this is something new to me. So it was just kind of like you got out of prison. Basically, after a couple weeks, he kind of wanted to start a business with you. Yes. Is that how it was after you got your mindset better and everything?
Yeah, the mindset, I tell you what, man, once you get out of prison, and that's your lowest
that's one
point,
thing I want to talk about.
You can only go up from there, right?
Is the switch from prison mindset to a normal mindset, because that's a huge switch a lot of people don't realize. I feel like
they don't realize how it was easy to make $300 or $400 in an hour slanging compared to now working hourly and all that, in which I'm happy now.
Yeah.
Being there's a shirt that says dirty money, clean hands, or something like that.
Yeah, the blue collar worker or stuff. Yeah.
So that's how I feel like now.
Oh, awesome. Heck yeah. Well, yeah, that's a.
How about you, man?
Me? At least for me, I would definitely say I always wanted to be better than the environment that I grew up in. And I remember as a kid always telling my siblings, I was like, I'll be the one to change that narrative.
Yeah.
And they looked at me like I was crazy. Like they really did. But I'm looking at the opportunities that I've given, the opportunities that I've had, and I have a lot of regrets? Yes, I do. There's a lot of regrets, but
I think everybody has regrets.
it was also, I'm barely or starting to understand a lot more that investing in yourself is going to be one of the most hardest things. And that's because you're going to have a lot of fucking people that you thought you knew that care about you, or a lot of people that said, oh yeah, I'm rooting for you or anything like that. They definitely have turned their back against me. And so like that was a fact that I basically had to be cold in a sense of, you know what, fuck them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you only have your fucking self. And I think when I switched my mindset to that, that was the way to fucking do it.
They were like putting boundaries then.
That was a hard thing for me. Yeah, I think boundaries is a big thing for me. And I think understanding the idea of when you have certain family members or people that say blood is thicker than water, fuck them. Because at the end of the day, what I believe is what's family is people that are going to be there through you through the thick and the thin, but also see you at your lowest, but want to see you become better. And I think if they're able to push you and always have that honest conversation with you and say, you're fucking up right now.
As a
business
business owner, what do you see the words, blood is thicker than water? Do you relate to that? Or, I mean, especially because you talk to these customers every single day, you gain relationship with these customers every day. Do you agree with him on the saying blood is thicker than water? Do you? Yeah.
Well,
do you see that kind of
I
view?
do see that. I mean, making my business Elite Auto Detailing in Napa, by the way, check it out.
It'll be here.
Anyways,
I gotta choose the point. Yeah,
it's gonna be above my head. Halo. Anyways, I mean, there was a lot of struggles. There's a lot of people. I remember starting the business, and a lot of people were saying, "You're not going to make it. You're in the wrong location. Yeah. This place is in the back. No one's going to see you."
This is
Dude,
nothing.
I am
little.
like the number one in my town, and that's all I care. And that took a lot of work. Now the people I had to get rid of were the negativity, and I think you guys knew that by wrestling, and going through the struggles of that. And I know these guys. I mean, these are great wrestlers, by the way. Don't mess with these guys.
We're okay. No, we're not. I know how to fight now, but high school, I wish I definitely competed better than I wish my mindset now is the mindset I had when in high school, because I wouldn't have gave up my senior year, but there's certain reasons.
There's reasons, right? But anyways, as for me, I think that's important that when you're trying to go and be succeed in life or in the business, for me, the thing that helped me was YouTube. Yeah. And I would listen to these inspiring quotes. These guys talk for 1 hour.
David Goggins.
Anything like that. Yeah. And I tell you, every day I wake up, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be #1 detailer, or I'm going to be the best pickleball player. I don't care. That's what
a lot of just motivation stuff when you would watch.
Who's going to cheer for you?
Yeah. I mean, even starting this, I had to just do it all on my own. I mean, all my ideas and all my thoughts is basically just shoved into it,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just, when you start from something that has nothing, it's so hard to, where do I start? I mean, I get that mentality for sure, especially.
Good old quote that a good old family member actually told me. He said, we weren't dealt kings and queens or jacks or aces. We're dealt 2s and 3s, and we're just doing the best with the hand that we're dealt with. And I think having that mindset is very much key. And so the thing is like, I have a lot of people that see me and they see me doing good, or how I'm able to afford things without having to worry, right? But understand, like, throughout that process of a lot of shit, I fucking struggled. I did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I believe we all still struggle through that still. Even when you get that money point where is, what am I doing with it? You know what I mean?
I think that, like, it's what do you do? But I also think a lot of the times it's you kind of figure out along the fucking way what the fuck is money, and you kind of realize that ain't shit. Like it's legitimately worthless. At the end of the day, it is. And I think the best advice I can give you is you have to invest in yourself, and sometimes working on yourself is one of the most selfish acts, but it's the most necessary. And I think once you accept that fact, I think you're able to grow, because at the end of the day, you either have people that are going to grow with you or you're going to outgrow them. And I think that's a decision you have to be okay with. And I think a lot of the times
stepping out of that boundaries, you know, even with friends, I feel like sometimes before, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're chilling.
Like
you're
even
chilling.
friends, I feel like you have to separate the fact of, oh, I'm doing something, you know, like either you can come with me or you can stay. And that's where people get stuck is, you know, well, I don't want to do the same thing as you. Okay, well, I'm going to continue my life while you can stay in your zone being comfortable. But no, with this thing, especially like posting these videos is out of my comfort zone. This is something I've never wanted to do, or, you know, well, I've always wanted to do it, but it's just like
I think learning
getting my process, but having people see your real self is like, it's scary. It is scary. It's like, oh, what are you going to think of me? What are you going to judge? But getting that mindset of who cares what they think of, or, you know, why does it matter what they think compared to, you know, the people that are closest to you think. If the people closest to you think, oh, dude, that's fucking funny, then post it. Why do you care about other people, what they think, you know? That's, for me, that's changing that mindset is, I think that was a big part of the switch that I had to do too, you know. But
no, same thing. So with my business, when I first started 12 years ago, I dealt with a lot of people's opinions, right?
Yeah.
How the car looked and everything, and I didn't know how to express it. I felt bad. I felt ashamed. Did I do a good job or not? I was afraid of what people's opinion was and what the person was going to think and all that. But it got to the point that I had to be really focused on me, right? That I did a good job. I had to tell myself that I am doing a good job, you know. And when people started looking at the cars and noticing the quality I put in there, they were very happy, you know. Now, talking about boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Still, we're talking about boundaries here. There are going to be people in your life that are going to come in there and tell you that you're not going to be good at anything, man. It happened to me all the time when I was just starting my business, and I didn't feel like I was going to make it. But dude, you just got to keep going. Don't quit your dream.
That's why I feel like a lot of people give up is once they get that people of the haters of saying don't do it, they give up. And what they say, you know, a lot of famous people even say too, is once you start gaining haters, that's when you know you're doing it right.
Oh yeah,
because once people are hating, you're doing good, you know. I mean, they don't like that you're doing that good or something. So I get what you mean by there. Yeah, once people start hating, that's continue push forward. I don't know why people stop. Some people's mentality, they just give up. I mean, there's some things that even me myself, I've given up into.
Like Trump, man.
Like Trump. Oh my gosh!
I had to throw that in, you know. We can go both ways, but hey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean by that for sure. That's so funny. By Trump.
Number one hated person right now, man.
He is. Yes. I mean, he's doing some good. He's doing some things not. You know, it depends on the view of how you see Donald Trump. How you see the government. You know, I think Donald Trump as a person is a horrible person, horrible guy. But as a president, I won't say like he has not done. I think he's done good as a president.
He's done outstanding. I mean, stop some wars, but I think it's not about that. I think I like what about him. He's raw, just like us, right?
I mean,
the last video that I saw posted about Venezuela, he says he better not fuck with us, United States.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, did my pride go up? Heck yeah. Because that's all. I mean, United States is number one, baby.
Yeah, number one will always be.
Number one.
What do you think, man?
I mean, at least on that, I think I'm like 50-50 on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Donald Trump.
50-50. It's one of those things where I respect him because he's the better option that we have for right now. But I'm also this where I don't understand the fact that the United States of America struggles, for one. Number two, I feel like a lot of people enable themselves to fucking struggle. And I think that is a key fucking factor. And I'm just saying, how the fuck we say that we're freedom, like we have freedom, we have all this shit. But the United States of America ain't jack shit. At the end of the day, we do not rank number one in almost anything. We do not.
That is true.
And so
I
think that's a reality that we have to fucking accept. And I think the funniest thing is if we actually cared about the fucking people, we'd actually do something about it. And I think a lot of people like this idea of having this victim mentality mindset, or of like, oh my gosh, well, this is happening to me, and it's because of X, Y, and Z. No, it's because you could easily fucking change that. And I think that goes to any community, whether if it's black communities, whether it's, Spanish communities. At the end of the day, you're a product of your environment, but I think you have every fucking right to change that. And I think we definitely do.
I don't like the saying the product of environment. Honestly, when people say you're a product of environment, to me, it's like, oh, you're just going with what everybody says. For me, I like to say like you're a product of your behavior, is because what you decide can change everything. And instead of saying environment, like, you can change your environment and it changes a lot of things, but you could still be in the same environment and have a different mindset than the other people do, and you could still do a lot better than the whole environment.
Well, at the end of the day,
you know what I mean?
You surround yourself with people that fucking do shitty shit, it's bound to fucking happen. So, like, there's no way. Like, the thing is like, you can have a different mindset, because we both can legitimately generally speak on. We both had a different mindset around shitty fucking people, but at the end of the day, guess what happens as time goes on? We separate from them, right? And we surround ourselves with people that have...
the reason we separate is because we have different behaviors. Different
behaviors. And so this is what I'm saying. You're a product. When I say you're a product of your environment, at the end of the day, the same water that fucking boils an egg, right, is the same water that can fucking soften a potato.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So it's either you take the shit that, whether if you come from drugs, alcohol, anything like that, being homeless or anything like that, right? You have an option. Either A, you can become like it and follow that fucking cycle and that fucking narrative within your family, or B, you can say, no, fuck that. And
continue something different.
And continue something else, because you always have a fucking choice. And I think everyone forgets the fact that they think that they don't have the choice when they fucking do.
Yeah, I feel like that's where people get stuck, is that you don't always have to do what, your family member or, what your friend says. I think you guys got to realize you have your own life too. I mean, you can't just always be stuck behind, what they say, follow this religion, follow that, because you have your own life too. As a human being, you have in the United States, at least, you have the way to express it any way you want, depending on these other countries, which are like, you can't say this, you can't say that. Like China, we couldn't even be doing this right now. Talking about against, our own. We could talk today in the United States. We could talk against our own president, and still be out here free. And like North Korea, you do that, you get killed. You're done for. So I feel like that's a huge thing here in the United States, is like freedom of speech and everything like that. But right now, what people are seeing is that's getting freedom of speech is not really freedom of speech, is because people are now seeing that media is more controlled. And who bought TikTok lately is the guy that
the Jews
the
Jews
he's Jewish, he is Jewish, but all the ads are run by Israel. On YouTube now, all the ads are run by Israel, and it's kind of I'd say the media or the people are kind of realizing nowadays, that freedom of speech wasn't so free after all. And now like things are coming up that, like, that's why a lot of people, I try to say too, is use your freedom of speech right now before it gets blocked later. You know what I mean?
I think that's fair enough, but I also think it's that.
Yeah,
I'd say I mean
I do. I mean, I'm just listening to you guys. Right now.
fuck being sad. I mean
we have a whole
You guys are a different generation. I'm like,
this is a different mindset.
I think,
Different mindset. I like it. I like your guys' mindset. I had a very straight mindset. It's black and gray, black and white. I mean, sorry, but you guys got black and gray. You could go a couple of things here and there.
Yeah.
But in my growing up, dude. I mean, shit, man. I mean, how can I say this? Growing up, you were just a tough kid, man. You grew up playing in the river, playing with dirt. You got yourself dirty. We were never on the phone all the time. We weren't influenced
that is true.
as much as that your generation is.
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to America and the pride, dude, every morning we said the pledges of allegiance. We looked at the flag.
Yeah.
We went to church. We believe in God. And such, and that helped us be who we are. And now, obviously, Gen X.
Well, would you say that helped you be who you are, or was that more like, I mean, indoctrinated into you?
Probably was. I didn't know that.
So that's the different. I feel like people don't realize nowadays is that indoctrination is gone low. When's the last time I've gone to a like school thing and recited the
Pledge of Allegiance?
Honestly, during school, I honestly think about it. My senior year, I don't think I ever said the Pledge of Allegiance at all.
That's sad for me. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy sad because that's the fundamental. Why are you here in the United States?
I mean, because
you
birthed me here.
You were born here, right?
Yeah.
But look at the freedoms you have.
Yeah, the freedoms are wild.
Those weren't free.
Yeah, back then.
Okay. No, you could say they were.
I mean, it depends what you're talking about.
I'm talking about, a lot of soldiers died for our freedom.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking the Civil War, okay?
Okay.
We're not talking about Iraq and all that. No, that was over there.
Yeah, Civil War, United States.
United States to be free how it is. I just see now in this generation that there's so many opinions that everyone, instead of guns, it's words. And they're getting hurt. It's splitting up even more than shooting each other.
I will say,
you know?
I mean, especially with these communities going against each other instead of you reuniting. Like back then, I would say it was more of a community-driven, like, this is us. This is the United States, where United States is all over now. This is
It's everywhere, man.
It is. It is divided. A lot of people talk about nowadays is, we used to have unity back then. And I feel like that's what we need, but having different opinions also helps. I feel like having people that have different opinions also brings in different views on how we could. I mean, if you were a president, let's say you're a president, and everybody agrees with what you say. Okay, everybody agrees. Now there's one guy that steps out and says, "I don't agree." And he wants to change people's minds and all that. How do you feel as a president?
No, I'd get offended, man.
You get offended. Yeah. What do you do? Well, I mean, kick him out.
Yeah, kick him out.
Look at that. So nowadays, people have a lot more mind of, hey,
they're not afraid.
They're not afraid. This is the thing. Back then, government, that people used to be afraid because the government said, if you do this wrong, we're gonna, hurt you or whatever,
You disappear,
You disappear. That's what a lot of people, they disappear. But now people, they bring it into the internet, and then now it's in the internet. It's all over. Everybody sees it. Now if you try to make that guy disappear,
you can't.
You can't. So that's why...
Charlie is a great example. You can't make him disappear now. He's everywhere.
Oh, yeah, he's everywhere. That's why his movement is still going. Yeah.
It's crazy going.
It's a dead man that somehow his movement's still going. And that's crazy nowadays. Like Martin Luther King, presidential stuff, we want to get more into what's going on nowadays. You said there's something crazy that you read online.
Yeah, it was just a couple days ago. Mail Online, I was read that app, and anyways, talked about this pit bull owner. He was 45 years old. He died. He got mauled by his own dog. Yeah,
that is crazy. Yeah, I've never heard about this yet.
Right here, you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
A Texas man was heard pleading for his life as he was mauled to death by his pit bulls on Sunday. The victim, identified his family as Jose, or another name Eddie, He was 45. He was attacked by 2 of his dogs in the yard in Galveston County. Neighbors told the media the attack started when Castillo tried to keep his dogs from going after the golf cart that passed by. Let's see here. Another image showed his neighbor, Jesus. Now, I can't pronounce his last name.
It says Excontita.
Jump into action.
You say it, Michael. You're Mexican. You should be the one saying it. We're Peruvians here, buddy.
I don't claim it.
I
I
don't-
don't claim it. Nope. I don't claim
Okay,
it.
go ahead. Yep.
So this guy jumped into action. I'm wondering he jumped over the fence, and tried to save the man's life after hearing his neighbor crying out for help. This is what he heard. He says, I heard him screaming, pleading and crying. I could still hear his voice. And that's kind of haunting.
That is haunting. That
Because
sounds haunting.
if you could hear his voice still after the fact,
After
that
the
was
whole
pretty
thing,
bad.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now it says right here, the neighbor said that he tried to intervene by stabbing the dogs with a knife in an attempt to get them to let go. He said one swing and boom. Excontita said, hit him across the face, and he stopped completely. I tried doing the same with the other dog. Let's see here. The neighbor said he broke his first knife while successfully getting one of the dogs off,
Dang.
but could not get
That dog was latched on. They were all latched on, biting onto that owner.
I tell you, man, breaking the knife, while you're stabbing like an animal.
The dog. Yeah.
Oh God,
In the ribs, you break the knife. Yeah. What would you do?
I don't know. He was crying, pleading.
You ever seen I Am Legend? Fucking
I
plain
Am
and
Legend.
plain and simple right there.
It's a good
Plain
movie.
and simple.
I like that movie.
What was the
I Am
movie?
Legend. I Am Legend. The one.
Will Smith.
Will
He
Smith.
has a dog.
He has
Sam.
a dog. The zombies and all
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
never seen it.
Oh. Good movie.
So he was crying and pleading and crying. And I'm just saying, sorry, Eddie, and stabbing the dog and poking, slicing him and poking him. How many times he had said that? The dog was not letting go. The sister called 911 during the chaos. My brother had stabbed it several times with a machete and then with a butcher knife, and it wouldn't stop. When deputies arrived, one dog remained latched into the victim's arm. In an effort to stop the attack and protect him, or protect the victim, the deputy discharged his firearm, striking the dog in the center mass. And unfortunately, he passed away.
The guy. Yeah. So basically,
In which we feel sorry for Eddie.
yeah.
Oh, what happened there?
Eddie.
Yes.
But all his 2 loyal dogs basically turned on him.
Were
or
they
whatever.
loyal? That's my question.
Yeah, I mean that is a good question. But so those dogs turned on him, attacking him. His neighbor came out, tried taking out the dog, and then only took one dog out, and that other dog just mauled him to death.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now what?
sounds horrible.
I guess what my thing is. I mean, I'm a dog lover. I have 2 dogs, and you have 1 dog,
yeah.
and you have
Yeah,
a dog.
yeah,
And my dogs are loyal to me. I mean, I feed them. Besides their normal food, I'm always making eggs, or if I have some bacon, I throw them at them. Some meat if I'm barbecuing. And I tell you what, they don't bite me.
I don't think I've ever had my dog even accidentally like nip me or bite me on like hurtfully too.
At least I can speak on that subject in particular. So, like, at least with my dog, we got him from
Oh yeah, he
the
can
pound.
speak on this for
so,
sure.
like,
Yeah,
I got him from the pound. Him in particular, like, his last owners abused the shit out of him. So they
Yeah.
abused the shit out of him. So, like, there was a lot of times where he definitely doesn't know when he's being too aggressive. So, like, there's times where he reverts back to some of his old habits. And over the years, he's gotten better, right? And so he's 7. He's about like 120-pound chocolate lab, big boy. And anyone
big
who's
dog.
ever met my dog,
Oh yeah,
know that motherfucker. I was like, yeah, no, like
he's a big dog that likes to jump on you. For
yeah,
no
he
reason.
can jump on you, right?
Is he
Here's the
Humber?
thing. No,
He jumps.
No.
I've never
Oh, okay,
seen
I'm
a
just
dog-
checking.
No. I've never seen a dog that jumps. Like, okay, you can see a dog that gets little hops. You've seen my dog. He gets little hops.
my motherfucker.
Now
drowns.
imagine a 180-pound dog jumping like in the air.
Towards you.
Yeah.
You're gonna get knocked down.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
yeah.
It was the
It's
other
so
day,
funny.
which is funny. Like literally
It
last
is
night.
absolutely funny
Literally
when you see
last
him
night,
do it.
right? And it goes. This is a major thing about dogs that I always say. Okay, if you don't know how to fucking take care of a dog, don't get a dog.
Yeah.
Here's why. I hate this fact. Okay, my dog knows he is a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
All I got to do is just give him a look.
Oh yeah, my
Or
dog knows that
fucking
too.
literally just lower my voice.
Oh yeah.
And
indeed.
he'll knock it the fuck off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so like he was being a little aggressive last night and shit like that. Like he was being a little aggressive and I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Well, I heard it, right? And I have like, I have my girlfriend and her mom fucking saying, stop, stop, stop. But they don't actually say like stop in a serious manner. You can't
just
tell.
like just stop.
He
stop,
can't tell.
Yeah.
I step out, right? And that motherfucker's trying to pull that shit with me. And I literally look at him. I literally just looked at him. And I said, sit. That motherfucker sat.
Hey,
right?
And yeah.
What's funny about it is it just goes into what that influence is of if you have a dog that's big or anything like that, they have to know you're fucking in charge. Because if you enable them, right? You enable them.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking do shit like that. And I'm not saying maybe I can't really speak on this guy's situation, but I guarantee it, pit bulls
They'll
are
turn
one of the
on
most
you.
loving dogs.
Oh yeah.
However,
did
if
they
you
name
cannot
what dogs
prove-
they were?
No, it does not say what kind of dog.
Yeah, I
whoever
would love to
like,
know
and
that.
it's one of those things where if you
Yeah, find
enable
that.
a dog will know which
Pit bulls.
person they
Pit
can.
bulls. There
A
you
dog
go.
will know if they will be able to get away with shit around a certain owner. Now, for me, my dog knows. He tries to be aggressive. Like, I fucking have picked him up by his scruff and I've slammed his shit down.
I do believe it's between
And
different owners too. Yeah.
Different owners, right? And I've also wrestled with my dog where like he was getting too aggressive around like a kid.
Yeah.
I put him in his place and I had my hand, on his throat, imitating a bite mark of another dog so he could submit.
It is true.
And
Yeah.
I have my girlfriend, I'll
done
have
that.
my girlfriend or something like that, or people freaking out about what I'm doing. No, I know what the fuck I'm doing because
Yeah.
I've had big dogs at
Even-
certain points in my life,
Yeah.
around my life. And then he knows that if I lower my voice or if I give him a fucking look, he knows to knock the fuck off. He'll lay down and submit. And I think that is a key factor is knowing how to have control and calmness in those situations, but also knowing that
Your dog.
if you
Knowing
enable,
your dog.
knowing your dog, right? Because a dog knows when he's in charge, but he knows what he can get away with. And
I
if
feel like-
you enable it, you're
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, some
It's gonna
people
happen
don't
like that.
understand. Like, I mean, your dogs learn language. It's smart enough to know what owner to be, more submissive to and more dominant to. Like, I'll say even around my girlfriend, my dog does not listen. He does not like to listen around like my girlfriend, especially. But if I come in the room and I tell him sit, that boom, he's right there, gets it down. Because I feel like it also the way you. I say it, or like when you were saying that, the girls were saying, stop, stop, stop. Well, to the dog, when you're just saying stop, 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 oh, we're having fun, you're laughing. I feel like the dogs can see that. And that's what a lot of people see.
They
is
get the
that
wrong communication.
communication. Yeah, it's all about communication with dogs. I mean, you can't speak to a dog without communication. It just doesn't go right. So what I'm trying to get to basically is saying that all these eyes on me, okay?
We know what you're trying to get to, man. Go ahead, say it.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I feel like it depends on, how the person is with that dog. And the dog knows who you are. It knows basically what you're going to do. And someone take this shit.
I mean,
Take this leash.
I got it. I got you.
But wait, going off what he's saying though, alpha male.
Yeah.
Alpha male.
Alpha
yeah.
Being the alpha male with a dog, someone has to be it. Even alpha woman. Okay, I'm talking about any animals. Our animals are there to give us love, and we give a lot more love back. But obviously, they give us love, unlimited love. But we still have to control them in the sense of discipline, letting them know who's
Just like a human.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, and definitely, I think this guy might have
They
done
came from
something.
wolves. I mean, they came from wolves. These things were mammal. They would rip you apart the first thing they saw you. They saw you. I'm hungry. So from what they used to be to what they're now, it's kind of crazy. I mean,
I think
you got to control it.
I think you can speak on being a first witness, right? Like you even being over to my house on like different occasions, right? And we're hanging out. and my dog starts jumping or anything like that because he's excited because there's new people, right?
Yeah.
And legitimately speaking, when I say sit,
Yeah, he does.
and I say, or if I say, I was like, knock it off, right? He stops. He knows the fact that I will legit kick his ass if I really have to. And I always tell him that. Like, it's a legitimately worth thing. I love my dog to death. I'll play with him, do whatever I got to do.
But the whole point of this is how can you say all that, but that owner couldn't have? I mean, the owner could have said stop, but why didn't the dog stop?
I think, well, the thing is, I feel like it's this, and I can't speak for the dude. I don't personally know him, but what I can say is no dog should ever turn on you. And there's going to be certain breeds of dogs, like a chocolate lab is one of them, Belgian Malamese, Rottweiler, or certain dogs, even pit bulls.
Or Doberman pinchers.
Yes, they will challenge you.
Oh yeah.
For alpha, and as soon as you show any sign of weakness, or that they can get away with it,
they know weakness.
They know the fact of something, but they also know instinctively there is a switch, right? Even with my dog, he has in the past, he's bit me on my hand, so I picked him up, slammed him fucking down, right? By his scruff.
No, yeah, I mean his dog's bitten.
I've literally showed my dog that you are not the fucking biggest.
I don't know
thing in
if
the room.
you know about this, but his dog has even bitten Jordan in the face. Oh yeah.
My dog, like my girlfriend, when we first got him, he was abused, right? And so I knew he was abused or anything like that. And we generally knew. We started noticing signs, and obviously why my girl got bit in the face is because she accidentally scared him. He freaked out, and it was over due to past trauma. And that kind of goes to show with dogs, humans, or anything, everyone comes with baggage or trauma.
I mean, you still didn't put him down.
We didn't put him down. Well, in that instant, right?
Yeah, because a lot of people would.
Yeah,
because
as soon as he realized what he did, right? He had his head down, saying he was sorry. If he didn't, and he still tried to pull something like that with any of us, if he kept going, we would have put him down. We would have shot him in the head.
You gave him a chance.
Gave him a chance, right? And there's times where he's even bit me on my hand. Like I said, I've grabbed him by his scruff, slammed him fucking down, and literally showed him, no, we're not going to do that shit.
Yeah.
Right? And he knows when I see him being too aggressive with anybody, like he's really good with kids, or if he starts being a little too aggressive, I barely even raise my voice a bit, or I barely look at him. He calms down. He knows the fact that I won't allow that to happen.
Yeah.
And he generally knows, like, hey, I need to knock my behavior down a notch. I'm sorry, right? And he'll have his head down before approaching until I say it's okay, or anyone else says it's okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you enable little behaviors like that, it leads up to something where it's gonna happen like that. And
like
I feel
the
like
things they're getting away with, the little things they get away with, all leads up to a big ending.
And I feel like,
I mean,
we don't know this guy if he abused his dogs, right? And they got tired of his stuff. We don't know that.
Yeah.
This is a thing where we only know what's said on the news. But I can say most pit bulls I've ever met, I've owned pit bulls.
I mean, they were pits, yeah.
I've owned pit bulls, and pit bulls are one of the most loyal dogs, but they're people who say that they're aggressive or have this weird narrative, it's because of the owners.
Yeah,
my grandma do not know
my
how
grandma
to train their
owns
dogs.
3 pit bulls. I mean,
indoor pit bulls.
Indoor and
around children.
Amazing. Dude,
Amazing.
I've never seen those dogs even once growl at the kids. Once. They let them touch them how many times they want to. Touch it in the face, touch it in its ass, whatever. Ride them around. I've never seen them once attack. I agree with that. Like it depends on the owner. It really does.
On the owner. And
it depends on what you do to the dog.
At least with my dog speaking, he knows that if you come through the garage, you're an okay person. However, he's the type of dog that he's very protective over us. And so if you hit me, smack me, he'll stand right in between us.
Yeah.
And you know when
that's a good dog. Yeah.
I mean, he looks like a fucking grizzly bear, you know? He looks like a grizzly bear when his hair stands up. And it's like, shit, you know? So you have to be prepared for that. There's times where he's challenged
They
me.
even give signs before they attack. I mean, I feel like
there is signs.
I mean,
there
they
is
give you your
signs.
warnings. They give you this. So, I mean, what did that guy do so intensely to these dogs?
I think what could have happened, and I'm not saying for certain, but the dogs were barking. He went out there. What if he kicked them?
I mean, and he maybe did that a million times.
He grabbed the back of the neck and just yanked him back. Okay, something was touched to get that dog to turn around. And then guess what happened? One dog is getting punched, is attacking one. The other dog is going to help the other dog.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, agree with that. Especially, I mean, with dog, I don't think people understand that these animals, they're smart as fuck too. Like they have brains and all that, the same functions as we do. You know, animal instinct. We all come from one thing is the primal. You know, we're all
Primal
primals.
instinct.
Instincts. So for them, they still have that in them, but it's not as much because we've turned them into
Domesticated,
fight or
man.
flight. So
Yeah.
when there's time that you're tired of somebody hurting you so much, you step out. I'm done.
snap.
I'm done. You beat on them, or you walk away. For them dogs, they don't got a choice to just walk away. They're in cages. They're in the backyard. They're locked up. So there's a point of time, like, even them dogs probably, I'm done getting beat all the time, snapped on the owner and just attacked them. But for us, we perceive it, these dogs are fucking dangerous.
They're not.
Well, they're not. You probably put them in a, if they didn't get stabbed or whatever, they probably passed away. The guy, he said he hit the first dog so much it stopped. And then the second dog probably passed away after
Well,
the
he got
deputy.
shot. Yeah.
After the deputy shot.
But say before that,
All of them got shot. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Nobody survived.
nobody survived that whole thing. Yeah, I mean,
That's even. Oh wow. I
that's
didn't
sad.
think
That's
that's
sad. But yeah, I mean, it's just, that's what.
Now, how do cats get away with this crap? Well, you get a freaking cat and slice you, and you throw it away. You don't throw them away, but you just move them, and then they love you, and then all of a sudden they'll attack you again.
Well,
What's the difference between a cat?
it's because you get away with it, and I think so. Like the difference between a cat and a dog.
They can get away with it and they run.
Yeah, they
I got
dog-
you. I'm out of here.
A dog says this. A dog says, "Wow, this person gives me food. He gives me shelter.
Yeah.
I must love and protect him." A cat, on the other hand, is self-sufficient.
Yeah,
So a
it
lot of
is.
people like that. Cats are very much
I
self-sufficient.
mean, when I love my cats because I can just feed it literally food, water,
and they're
then
chilling.
I'm gone for the day. I come back, they love me. Oh,
They love you,
it's
you
like
know?
nothing.
And
But they're chilling half the day.
but like cats, they're like, "Oh, this person worships me." That's how they fucking think. But even with cats, there's some cats out there that have been overly aggressive.
I mean, back.
Because think
Yeah.
about it, in ancient times in Egypt, they
I
were
was about
fucking
to say
worshipped
that.
as
Yeah.
deities.
They were worshipped. Cats
Dogs
were
were
worshipped
not.
as
Dogs were not
as
worshipped.
these things. So I mean, even it goes all the way back. If they still have the instinct of being worshipped, so
Like,
they still act worshipped.
I feel like if the cat fucking scratches
well,
you, you
dogs-
fucking grab it
And-
by the
and I
scruff,
say
you
as
know
a-
what I mean? Like you just like,
Yeah, you
all right,
just
dude,
grab
you
it.
know,
as
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, and then
community,
just throw 'em
social media wise, I think also they portrayed cats of oh, they're so loving, they're so so they're, but like dogs, they always have that half and half. I feel like.
I think dogs give more love than cats. This is my opinion.
go ahead.
Because you could grab a cat and love it, and then they just walk away.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
dog love you, and then they'll keep loving you.
yeah.
That's why a lot of people love dogs. I mean, I get that.
They give
they
that
give
comfort
that
feeling.
comfort feeling back.
Mhm.
I don't know what Eddie did. What did Eddie do? He probably didn't give him enough love. That's what I'm saying.
Or too much
Discipline.
discipline. I mean,
think-
Because
it
always
tends to-
nagging, always
you need
nagging.
half and half of everything.
You
Just
need
like a
a-
human.
you need a
person,
balance,
A
a
person.
balance.
There's a balance of I'm gonna give you this much love, but you also need discipline. This is not right. This is not right. So if you're giving your dog, stop barking, kick it in the face. Okay, throw it in a cage, whatever. You walk away.
I think
Then it's just there. It's sitting there. And then the next time it barks, stop barking. Boom, you go kick it in the face again. It's just all discipline.
So what could he have done different then, I guess?
I mean,
I would say definitely.
If it's always because of a golf cart, okay. So I take it that the neighbor and the other neighbor, there was an alley there for the golf cart guys to go
Yeah.
through who are golfing with the golf carts. Anyways, something.
So
I mean, the dogs are always
just knowing that there was a golf field, that means it's open.
It's
The-
open.
He has a fence that everyone can see. Then obviously, so maybe it's not outside that he was kicking these dogs, being in that. Outside was their way of just let the dogs out, but inside it could have been different.
It could have been
you know,
different.
Because
I guess my question is what I mean. There were outside dogs, right?
yeah,
So for me, I think that maybe he shouldn't have had dogs. If they're always barking out there, and maybe there was an ordinance about
It's
something
like
happened.
Michael said. Are you able to take care of these dogs? Or can you have these dogs?
I think a major point to touch on, and it doesn't get talked about enough. If you have a kid or you have kids, tell your kids this, and if you are a dog owner, if a kid asks, "Hey, can I pet your dog?" say no.
Oh, yeah.
Understand that and they ask you, "Oh, does he bite?" Say yes, he does. Because a dog, right? If you train your dog or anything like that, you have to automatically assume every dog bites. Because if there's no self-awareness or anything, or no danger zone, right? Of like, oh, well, since I can pet a dog, I can pet a wolf,
I can
or
see
I can
where
pet a
you're
bear.
right on that. But
And automatically assume that. And I think it's that sense of danger, like, hey, your dog needs to know this. If I say it's okay that you can pet my dog, I have to directly tell him, no, it's okay.
yeah,
He knows that from me, that I'm like,
The
no,
dog,
this guy's
yeah.
okay. But if I don't say you're okay, he's gonna be defensive over me. He's gonna put himself in between me and you because he sees you as a threat. Unless I say
that's another
it's
thing.
okay.
Like, you know, the
And it goes
the
back
media
to
does not
training.
portray of, you know, like these dogs have animal instincts
Instincts.
still. Like, no matter what, even if you know, these dogs, the media portrays that, you know, dogs are just friendly, you know. Is that true? Do you not think so? I mean,
Dogs?
do you see dogs, like when you see a dog, don't you think friendly? Oh, I'm gonna go. I mean, it depends on the person.
I
I'd
ask
say.
the owner first. So any dog, I'm like, hey, first thing I'll ask the
Yeah.
owner, and if I want to pet the dog and I see a dog out and about, does a dog make me smile? Yes, because I have a dog myself.
Yeah.
However,
dog.
I do ask the owner, is it okay if I pet your dog? Right? And if they were to tell me, no, he's on duty because he's he helps with anxiety or he's a work dog, I know well enough to respect that boundary.
But there's people
However,
that don't. But
that
why
don't.
is there people that don't? Is because social media portrays dogs as just friendly things. That's
they're
what
not.
I'm saying.
Dogs are very loyal to whoever they are. However, I feel like
And people
you have to let them know. As an owner, you have
Yeah.
to say either yes or no, but you also have to give signs to your dog in training and let them know that this person's okay, right?
Yeah.
And it goes back to your dog knowing what's okay when they're in work mode. Give them a sign that says you're out of work mode. It's okay to play,
Yeah.
right? Because every dog wants to play. That's what they naturally want to do. They want to be able
you can't
to
have a dog that always
they want to be able
plays,
to
yeah.
love everything.
I mean, you can, but
They want to be able to love everything, but it's one of those things where,
it's not healthy.
like I said on the owner's part,
Mm-hmm.
you as the owner are in charge of this dog's well-being or in charge of its behavior. Now,
true.
you also don't be afraid to say no, because if you can tell when your dog is being overwhelmed and you don't want an accident where he bites a kid,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because a dog can be overstimulated, right? You have to watch out for that as an owner, and it goes both ways.
So
where
it's mainly as an owner, you should be seeing this stuff with what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to be very aware, because understand that dogs have emotions,
Mm-hmm.
dogs have certain behaviors, and understand that if you want somebody to pet your dog and you're okay with that, your dog has to know that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you feel uneasy or unsure,
I mean,
a
your dog
is
reads
gonna
your emotions too.
Your dog
you know
reacts
that.
to your emotions, yes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you're like, no, it's okay. You can go ahead and pet him. Then your dog is fine. Like, oh, my dog is nice. You're okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel a little sense of danger, right? Or like, I don't really trust this person. He seems kind of sketchy. Your dog will sense that. And your dog will be on alert. Whether or not he tries, like, I mean, in the back of his mind, he'll say, like, oh, I want to protect my owner, anything like that. And I think that is a key factor, right? So as an owner, you not only have to be confident and aware of your surroundings and aware of what you're introducing to your dog, what's going on in the world, or what you're introducing in your environment. And I think that is a huge factor of whether you have a good dog or a bad dog.
Yeah.
And I know plenty of variations.
Well, I
of
don't think
owners.
there's ever like really a bad dog.
There's not a bad dog. No, it's legitimately
It
the
depends
owner on
owners.
how
you
they
had a topic you said about you wanted to discuss about the shot colors or something like that.
Oh, well, when situations like that, you have a dog that's really just biting and or barking all the time. Sometimes it's a good idea to get a shock collar. Now, not a shock collar. There's collars that buzz and notify the dog.
What do you think of people like? I mean, I think honestly, shot colors are good ideas, but some people portray shot colors of horrible things to dogs. You're shocking your dog into, to obedience.
I mean, what do we do when the kid doesn't do what you're going to? Pa!
Yeah,
Smack
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Well, that's
I mean,
what I was taught.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
I agree to that too.
So there's a shock and
discipline.
awe, right?
Yeah.
There's a discipline in all things.
Yeah.
And that shock collar actually acts for you because if you're not there,
I mean,
the dog's in the backyard barking, it'll activate.
for me, it's like, why would they invent something just to harm a dog? It's supposed to do something for the dog. So I think you train them. Exactly. I think people see, shock collars as horrible things is because of the owner, though. Because it depends on, as an owner, are you going to shock your dog for long? The people that see, like these shock collars or whatever, they probably seen an owner, hold it too long on their dog saying, oh, I don't like those. I saw a guy, he was just holding it on the dog. So how do you go from shock collars being so bad? How do you portray that as something that's actually good? Well, learning thing. Yeah.
Well, for me,
that's
anyways,
human-wise too. Yeah.
Well, shock collars are designed for training, and that's what it is. I mean, you have a dog that's out there barking. You put that on while you're probably in the garage, and it can control a dog from barking so much. I think it comes down to just.
I think the whole situation comes.
I guess how you approach it.
Yeah, exactly. How
your approach. I feel like it's your intention and your approach is a major thing. At least on what I can speak of.
Well, I don't think he was gonna say approach.
Well, basically, listen. I have my dogs. I mean, they bark in the backyard.
Yeah.
Have I had complaints? Yes. Have we bought a collar? Yes. But there's other methods that you could do instead of that.
Yeah. If they don't want to.
If they don't want to, is you keep the dogs inside or you put them in the kennel.
There's always if there's not a method that doesn't work, you have to go with the other methods.
Exactly, and you have to work with it. You have to train them.
Yeah.
If you love your dog and you want to keep that dog because it barks and tells you that there's someone in front of the house,
it's just like a human. If one method doesn't work, you keep trying others. I feel like some people get stuck in, well, this shock collar's not working, I better shock him more. And that's where it gets portrayed as dangerous things because that owner's not seeing the other methods that he could use. And, instead of just shocking the dog entirely. I think the whole situation just comes down to, like, you as an owner, what are you doing to your dog, Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Well, and the number one thing that we can learn from this story, I think, is to really know your dog well. Yeah. Train them, alpha male, obviously, but love them at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Because even dogs that love you, you need to give them that respect to love back.
Respect.
We do give them, we buy them the best food. We give them the best comfort.
You would think, you would think they would just know, obviously, but it's just animals. Like a brain, and they're animals. It's just like us. We have a brain, they have a brain, that they need to be taught. Just like a human needs to be taught.
And they do know English. Believe me, they do. All I have to say is, who did this? And the dogs are like, oh, yeah.
I feel like sometimes people portray them as stupid because, they know certain words. No, I feel like they know our whole dictionary. Yeah, they don't know when you call it stupid and sometimes, but I don't think it portrays, oh, you're stupid, good boy. I don't know how the language barrier works. I think
it's your tone of voice.
Tone of voice? yeah, exactly. But it knows what you're saying. There's certain words that it knows the words. So how does a dog, portray those words?
Well, they know different languages. You could get a guy from Mexico.
Yeah.
Talk to his dog in Spanish, and they know exactly what they're saying. Or someone from Japan, or it doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
All dogs learn from their environment. Yeah. And these dogs right here, these pit bulls, they probably learned a really harsh thing in their environment, and he acted up the way he did. But as us, here, I hope that we're treating our dogs like we should.
Oh yeah, especially. I think that's a great end.
Yeah.
Anybody else? You have something to add? You have anything? I think that's a great end to this podcast. Just treat your dog with respect, and it will respect you back, especially. So
definitely.
Make sure to go check out your page.
EliteAutoDetailingNampa.com.
Perfect. That's a great, and we'll add it right here too. So you guys can go check that out. Thank you for tuning in to the After Hours sessions. Go subscribe to our YouTube. If this will be posted on there, of course, but our Instagram, our TikTok,
YouTube,
Spotify. We're pushing this heavily on Spotify for you guys that can't always watch. So thank you for joining the after hour sessions. So
thank you guys for letting me be involved.
Of course.
Take care.
Beat stripping niggas for they gold, cause they thinking that they cold, but they not. It's bittersweet, look. I'm here to tell you about this dream I had the other night.